Following are the characteristics of living things, non-living things, and uh, characteristics that are shared by both living and non-living things. Now, living things, they breathe, they grow, they reproduce, they move, they are sensitive, they excrete, they all need nutrition, they can repair injuries, and they are all made up of cells. So, single cellular organisms like bacteria are also living things, as well as are the more complicated humans like you and me. Now, non-living things don't breathe, don't reproduce, they cannot repair injuries on their own, and they don't need food. But both living and non-living things need energy and can move. Now, out of all the characteristics of living organisms, there are 7 major characteristics that we all must remember. They are movement, respiration, sensitivity, growth, reproduction, excretion, and nutrition. Are you confused how you're going to remember all 7 of them? Well, I have a mnemonic for you, and that mnemonic is Mrs. GREN. Movement, respiration, sensitivity, growth, reproduction, excretion, and nutrition. Alright, let's discuss these characteristics individually. Movement. Movement says all living things move. Animals move around from place to place. Some in search of food, some to hunt, some we can all walk, there are various reasons why animals and humans move. Plants. Plants show movement in various ways. Creepers and climbers move as they grow. Roots move as they grow, and so does the shoot. The sunflower moves towards the light. Respiration. All living things respire. At this point of time, I would like to tell you all the difference between breathing and respiration. Breathing is the simple process of inhalation of air and exhalation, right? We breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. So, how is respiration different from breathing? All living things need energy. We all get energy from food. Now, when we take in oxygen, this food is oxidized to produce energy. The chemical process by which energy is released from food is called respiration. And this chemical process is done by all the living things. Plants and animals use oxygen in the air to turn their food into. So this looks complicated, but at the base it is the same thing. Sensitivity. Sensitivity. All living things are sensitive. You and me, we feel pain, right? We know not to touch something hot, correct? We feel hunger, and we all respond to these feelings. The feelings, that is the change in the environment, is called stimulus, and all animals and humans respond to stimulus. Okay, now if animals and humans do, and all living things are sensitive, then how do plants show sensitivity? The touch me not plant, yes, the leaves of the plant, they close the minute you touch them. And then there is the sunflower. It always moves towards the sunlight. The shoots grow towards light. The office timing plant or the 9 to 5 plant, It opens its petals in the morning and closes them at night. All of these are examples of plants showing sensitivity. Growth. All living things grow. Uh, Growth is an irreversible change. We grow from babies to adults, right? Can we become babies again? No. So, growth is an irreversible change. Seeds grow into plants. Obviously, these plants can't go back to being a seed, correct? Grow, they get aged, and we live to a certain lifespan and grow to a certain size. Grow indefinitely all through their lives. Reproduce. All living things reproduce. They give birth to their young ones, correct? Animals have young. Plants produce seeds which grow more plants, correct? Plants produce flowers, flowers produce seed, there is a process of pollination, there is a process of Now there are various processes of dispersals of seed, right? The wind will carry the seed, the smaller seeds, the larger seeds we plant, animals. We've learned all of these all through the years, right? Flowering plants, pollination, correct? Now what about the non-flowering plants? How do they reproduce? They reproduce with the help of spores. The wind carries the spores, and wherever the spores fall, they germinate. So this is how plants reproduce. Excretion. All living things excrete. Waste products are removed from the body in the form of urine. Yes. Now, the excretory system is a very complicated and vital organ system in our body, right? Now, how do plants excrete? Plants have to get rid of the excess water and gases that they accumulate. Process called transpiration. Okay, the excess water and gases evaporates from the leaves. Okay, some other excretory products that the plants produce are resins and gums. Nutrition. All living things need food, correct? Without food, none of us can survive. Food is eaten so that we get energy to live. Green plants, though, they make their own food. Yes, they have a special pigment called chlorophyll. That is what makes the plants green in color. The chlorophyll absorbs the sunlight and helps the plant manufacture their own food using carbon dioxide. Alright? Yes, so this is how photosynthesis occurs. Carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll gives glucose and oxygen. Alright? They produce their own food. Alright? They don't depend upon anybody else for food. So plants are autotrophs. Alright? And then what are the animals and the beings that don't produce their own food and depend on plants for food called? They are called heterotrophs. The heterotrophs directly or indirectly depend upon plants for their food. So children, I hope you all enjoyed learning about the 7 characteristics of all living organisms, and I hope that you all remember them, and this PPT is useful for you all in remembering these characteristics. Thank you so much.